Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Drew Jets Show. And the losing streak to the New England Patriots is now finally over as the New York Jets have beaten them 17-3 in the final game of the 2023 season. So let's go ahead and talk about the good and the bad from today's game. So since we won, we have to start off with the bad. But in a game where there was snow falling throughout the entirety of it, I honestly won't say the Jets played that bad because obviously in a snow game, you're not expecting much of any offense at all. And I will say that the New York Jets kind of measured my expectations. I wasn't expecting a crazy passing performance from Trevor Siemian, and we got exactly that. He completed 8 of his 20 passes for 70 yards. I mean, that's kind of what I expected in the snow game. But I was expecting the New York Jets to run the football a lot, and we did exactly that. 42 carries for 185 yards and a rushing touchdown on the day for the New York Jets. And they honestly exceeded my expectations. We're not expecting the New York Jets to have this good of a performance on the ground against the second best run defense in the NFL, but the Jets did exactly that. Huge performance from Breece Hall today, 37 carries for 178 yards and a long 50-yard touchdown. And Breece Hall was only 6 yards shy of having 1,000 rushing yards on the season, finishes the year with 994 rushing yards. He was this close to getting 1,000 on the season. And I was really hoping he was going to get that 1,000. And whenever the Jets got the ball back with like 15 seconds left and we handed it off to Breece Hall instead of kneeling it down, I was hoping he was going to get those 10 yards needed for 1,000. Honestly, wish the Jets would have called a timeout just to try to get Breece at 1,000. But, I mean, it is what it is. At least the New York Jets try to get in that 1K. But huge performance from Breece Hall today. And I mean, honestly, just a good performance in the offensive line as well. I mean, Trevor Siemian in his 21 dropbacks only got sacked one time, and that has to be a new record for the Jets this year. I mean, only one sack allowed. Absolutely insane stuff from, not a terrible pass rush that the New England Patriots have. So just a pretty good performance in the offensive line today, and including the run blocking. I mean, did a fantastic job run blocking today as well. But overall, just a pretty good performance from the Jets offense today, especially in a absolute blizzard they played in. I mean, expectations were not high, and I will say they kind of exceeded my expectations a bit. But the defense definitely met my expectations. I was expecting a really good performance from the Jets defense today, and we got a really good performance. I mean, the Patriots couldn't do anything on offense. I mean, outside of one drive where they got 3 points, I mean, it was pretty much nothing going for the Patriots in this game. I mean, Bailey Zappi completed 12 of his 30 passes for 88 yards and 2 interceptions, and the Patriots running the ball in the day had 21 carries for 88 yards. I mean, the Jets' defensive line had a fantastic performance. They finished the day with 7 sacks, just a dominant performance from Bryce Huff, who had 2.5 sacks on the day, and a dominant performance from Quentin Williams as well, who had 2 sacks. And Jermaine Johnson, Jalen Holmes also had a sack on the day, and Jermaine Johnson also had half sack as well. So pretty good performance from the Jets' defensive line, getting 7 sacks on Bailey Zappi, and also a great performance from the Jets secondary. Outside of one long Jalen Reagor catch, I mean, the Jets secondary was fantastic. Of course, the 2 interceptions, and the 2 interceptions actually both happened on the same drive. Ashton Davis picked off Bailey Zappi on the return. He fumbled, Patriots recovered, but then a minute later, Tony Adams gets an interception. So either way, the Jets finished with 2 interceptions on the stat sheet, and both Ashton Davis and Tony Adams get to pad their stats. But, man, in a pretty interesting season for the New York Jets, definitely did not go the way we were intending, but to finish the season with a win against the New England Patriots in potentially Bill Belichick's last game as the Patriots head coach, I think is, a positive that you can spin out of the season. I mean, to hand Bill Belichick a loss in his last game as the Patriots head coach is pretty sweet, and also ending the streak while we were doing that as well. But hey, looking forward to the 2024-2025 season. Definitely excited for this offseason. Hopefully have some big things coming this offseason, and hopefully a lot of Jets news that happens, and hopefully we could really just improve this team. But I'll see you guys during my offseason coverage, probably starting tomorrow. So without any hesitation, I'm your host, Stuart, signing off for now. Going into offseason mode. Peace. And also, before we end the video, huge shout out to the Jets special teams today. Somehow forgot to mention them, and I'll always forget to mention them, but Greg Zuerlein, 3 for 4 on his field goal attempts, which is very good, including the horrible conditions he was kicking in today. And Thomas Morstead, once again, always did his job. And hoping for an all-pro mention for both of those 2 players when that list comes out very soon. But I'm your host, Stuart, signing off for real this time. See you guys later.